Newscraft Studio.
A shockwave ripped through Delhi on Monday evening, November 10th, as a Hyundai i20 car burst into flames near Gate 1 of the Red Fort metro station, prompting a massive explosion that damaged multiple vehicles and triggered widespread panic. According to officials, at least 13 people have died and several others are injured in the incident. A high alert has been sounded across the city. How the Red Fort explosion unfolded. Reports suggest that the vehicle was being driven by Dr. Jaish-e-Mohammed, also known as Umar an-Nabi, a Kashmiri medical professional employed at Al-Falah University in Faridabad. The explosion occurred shortly after authorities seized around 2,900 kilograms of suspected ammonium nitrate during raids in Faridabad, leading to the arrests of Doctors Muzammil Sheikh and Shaheen Saeed. Both are reportedly linked to a newly established Jaish-e-Mohammed cell composed of well-educated recruits. According to investigators cited by the group had been preparing for a large-scale strike in the national capital region, stockpiling explosives and weapons for the operation. Evidence from the probe indicates that Umar, alarmed by the arrests of his associates, detonated the car bomb in a moment of panic. Union Home Minister on Wednesday transferred the case to the National Investigation Agency and asked the other agencies involved to submit their reports at the earliest. He also instructed the security agencies to hunt down each and every culprit involved in the incident, claiming that those responsible will face the full wrath of our agencies. The incident comes amid other historical bombings in the city, but its timing and location, near one of Delhi's most iconic sites, amplify its gravity. Here's a look at past similar events. 3 bomb explosions in October 2005. On the 29th of October 2005, 3 explosions tore through bustling markets in Paharganj, Sarojini Nagar and the Govindpuri bus stop. The aftermath left 62 people dead and more than 210 injured, according to official tallies. The attacks were claimed by the Pakistan-based militant outfit Lashkar-e-Taiba, under the alias Islamic Inqilab Mahaz, and the domestic group Indian Mujahideen was also under suspicion. Delhi police arrested several suspects in connection with the case. 5 simultaneous blasts in 2008. Fast forward to the 13th of September 2008, when 5 nearly simultaneous blasts detonated in busy shopping localities, including Karol Bagh, Gafar Market, Connaught Place, and the M Block Market in Greater Kailash. High official reports flagged at least 20 fatalities and over 90 people injured, though some agencies placed the death toll closer to 30. Authorities immediately cited the Indian Mujahideen as claiming responsibility, and the rapid succession of blasts, within half an hour, reflected a worrying shift in terror tactics. Following the attacks, Delhi police detained multiple suspects, including alleged masterminds, and conducted wide-ranging investigations into the group's role. Blast outside Delhi High Court in 2011. The third major incident occurred outside the entrance of the Delhi High Court on the 7th of September 2011, when a briefcase bomb detonated at gate number 5 among a crowd awaiting entry. The blast claimed 11 lives and wounded over 70 people. Investigators characterized the device as a medium-intensity bomb and launched a full-scale security investigation. How did security systems change after the incidents? Delhi's security response underwent significant upgrades after the blasts, with reforms in policing, intelligence, and surveillance technologies. Delhi police began regular barricading and special checks at market entry points, stores, and crowded public areas. Cyber cafes, hotels, guest houses, vehicle dealers, mobile phone and SIM card vendors, as well as taxi, auto, and STD, ISD, PCO booths, were subject to increased verification and regulation. Installation of CCTV cameras was mandated at sensitive locations, especially entrances of hotels and crowded places. However, across these episodes, the pattern is chilling. High-density urban spaces, civilian targets, and terror groups deploying timed devices. Officials from the National Investigation Agency and the Delhi Police regularly cite the 2005 and 2008 incidents as benchmarks in evolving terror strategy in the capital. 2 cartridges, including a live round, and samples of 2 different kinds of explosives were among more than 40 pieces of evidence collected by the Forensic Science Laboratory, FSL, team from the Red Fort blast site, according to a high-intensity explosion ripped through a slow-moving vehicle near New Delhi's Red Fort traffic signal on Monday, claiming lives. Preliminary reports suggested that one of the samples appeared to be ammonium nitrate, a chemical often used in fertilizers but also known to act as an oxidizer in explosives when mixed with other materials. The second sample was believed to be more powerful than ammonium nitrate, adding that its exact composition would be confirmed after detailed forensic examination. Let's understand what explosives were used in the Delhi blast case and how powerful they are. What are explosives? How do they work? Explosives are materials that release a huge amount of energy very quickly, producing heat, gas, and a strong shock wave. Depending on their strength, they can be classified as low explosives, burn rapidly and create pressure, like gunpowder, causing small-scale damage. High explosives detonate, thereby creating a powerful, fast-moving shock wave that causes large-scale damage. Every explosive generally contains 2 parts, including a fuel that burns or reacts, and an oxidizer, which is a chemical that provides oxygen to keep the reaction going extremely fast. When these react together, there is an explosion. Ammonium nitrate, common but dangerous. Ammonium nitrate is a white crystalline chemical mainly used in agriculture as a fertilizer. On its own, it's generally stable. However, when mixed with fuel or exposed to intense heat or pressure, it can become highly explosive. This is why its storage and use are tightly regulated in India and worldwide. According to the Jammu and Kashmir Police and Haryana Police uncovered a large stockpile of 2,900 kilograms of explosive-making material on Monday, including 360 kilograms of ammonium nitrate, from an apartment in Faridabad, believed to be linked to the same network behind the Delhi blast. RDX, PETN, what are they? According to media reports, investigators have also asked forensic teams to check for traces of PETN, Semtex or RDX, and detonator components. RDX, Royal Demolition Explosive, the chemical name for RDX is hexahydro 1,3,5-trinitro-1,3,5-triazine. It is a white powder and is very explosive. It is used as an explosive and is also used in combination with other ingredients in explosives. RDX is a synthetic chemical. It does not occur naturally in the environment. PETN, penteritratol tetranitrate, it belongs to the class of compounds known as organic nitrates. It is used mainly as a demolition explosive and in the manufacture of detonating fuses and blasting caps. Both are much more powerful than ammonium nitrate and are closely regulated because of their destructive potential. What is a detonator? To set off an explosion, a main charge, like RDX or ammonium nitrate, needs an initiator, known as a detonator. It is a small, controlled explosive device that gives off a quick spark, heat, or shock, which is enough to trigger the main material. For example, detonators are like a match that lights the firecracker. In the Red Fort case, detonators and wires were reportedly among the materials recovered from Faridabad, suggesting the module had access to a complete improvised explosive device, IED, setup. What is a cartridge? The FSL team also recovered 2 cartridges from the blast site. A cartridge is a complete round of ammunition that includes a bullet, casing, and propellant. The discovery points to the possible presence of firearms at the scene, though investigators have not yet confirmed whether they were used in connection with the blast. All the samples have been sent for forensic testing. Experts will determine the exact chemical makeup, origin, and trigger mechanism of the explosive used.
To get more awesome videos, like and subscribe this video.